Today, it is Saturday, November 15th, and as always, I hop on PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy and give you guys my 3 best bets every single day. If this video gets to 50 likes, I will pin an extra best bet, and those pin bets have been hitting at an 80% rate this season. We've hit it 10 times. We've hit the 50 like goal 10 times, and 8 out of those 10 times the pick has hit. Somehow our most profitable picks has been the pin bet. The VIP yesterday is so close to an absolute sweep, and I found 3 picks with some insane value. Some lines better on Underdog, some lines better on PrizePicks, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. But before we get into it, firstly, guys, go down there, hit a like I said, to get to 50 likes, and then subscribe. We make videos like this every single day. You don't want to miss it. We hop on here, we find value. That's one thing I pride myself on, is I always find value on PrizePicks and Underdog. Firstly, before that though, I talk about this in every video until they take this away, because Sleeper will give you $20 free to play with, no deposit needed. I've never seen another app, another sports book, I haven't seen another daily fantasy app do this in a while. Currently, the only app that'll give you free money without you having to deposit is Sleeper. You have to use code BROS, B-R-O-S, and they have a free pick. So get on Sleeper, first link in the description, or just download it from the App Store and use code BROS, and you can build up that $20 to a couple hundred, maybe even a couple thousand if you hit a long shot or if you just take some profitable picks and then take that out. It's literally a side hustle. Like I say, the best analogy is someone's on the street holding out a $20 bill. Are you going to take it? Obviously you are. Sleeper's available in all these provinces in Canada and all these states in the United States. If you're available in one of these, you really are a no-brainer to go out there and download Sleeper. Pick number 1, I'm going to show you what I mean by finding value. Go over to RJ Barrett. You can see 19.5 points on Underdog. Go over to PrizePicks, and what do you find RJ Barrett's line at? 21. Guys, there's a whole 1.5 point discrepancy on this line. Look at RJ Barrett. He's been over in 2 of his last 5. One game landed right on 19, but 2 straight games he's been playing absolutely atrocious. 13 and 9 points. Go over to Underdog. It kind of makes sense this line's at 19.5, but then why would Sleeper go over here and raise this not to 20.5, but up to 21? It's actually pretty rare to find a whole 1.5 point difference. Normally it's either a half point or it's a 1 point is a really good difference. 1.5 is crazy, because go over to RJ Barrett and look at his game log against the Pacers. So last time he played them, 16 under this. So it's 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. With the Raptors against the Pacers, he is 5-1 to this over, only being under 23 points once. You only need him to get 20 on Underdog. If you want to win your bet on PrizePicks, you need 22. A massive point difference. That's why I tell you guys, if you get on both these apps, you can find where the lines are lower. You can find where the value is. You can even find where their profitable picks are, because if a lot of people are on RJ Barrett's over, it's going to raise up to 21. So then you know it's kind of it's probably a popular pick, and it's probably pretty profitable if you get to play it at 19.5. And he's been absolutely crushing this against the Pacers. If you go over to the Pacers and just look at their defense on the season, it's actually been quite decent against small forwards. This is the best possible matchups. It actually is solid, but I think this is another reason keeping Underdog's line at 19.5, because I'm really fine if it's not the best matchup on paper, just because RJ Barrett in his career has destroyed the Pacers. This game is currently at Indiana, and if we look at Indiana, he has here at Indiana and here at Indiana. On the road, RJ Barrett has been struggling, not on the road specifically, but just recently in his last couple games. If we go to RJ Barrett game log, we can see on the season he averages 19.1 points per game, so just around that 19.5, but guys, way under this 21.5. So it is really sus. PrizePicks has raised this up. It just means to me it should be a really good pick. Recently, like I said, he's been struggling 9 and 13 points, but he's at 22, 19, 23, 27, 20. So before that, he hit in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 of his last 5 games before the last 2 games where he did struggle. Look how high his shot attempts are. He does have these high volume games. Last game, absolutely terrible, only 9 shots, but there is a little bit of blowout potential just in these games. But a lot of games he's been playing 30 plus minutes almost every single game this season. With us getting this full 1.5 point discount, and with how good he's been against Indiana, I'm taking RJ Barrett over points as my first bet. Before pick number 2, which also has some value, code BROS. We have a code on PrizePicks, we have a code on Underdog. We make sure to get this because we want you guys on all these apps being as profitable as possible, taking advantage of the deposit matches and taking advantage of the free picks. What PrizePicks will give you for a deposit match? If you get on them, use code BROS, B-R-O-S, and put any amount of money in there. Once you play your your first $5, they'll add 50 into your account for completely free. So say you put in $20, play your first 5, now you have $70 into your account if you use code BROS. Underdog will do this as well with your first $5 played, but instead of 50, they'll give you 100. So say you get on Underdog, put on $20 into the app and then play your first 5. Now you have 120. This is just free money to start you off with. It's super easy to build up a lot of money if they're going to give you a lot of free money. And then also they have these free picks, just like Sleeper has these free picks. It's literally a guaranteed winner right when you get onto the app. So what I always say is, say you're used to a sports book or used to PrizePicks, you know about these free picks they'll randomly run. But now imagine you get on PrizePicks, you get on Underdog, you get on Sleeper, and all these run the same free promo on the same day. You're literally guaranteed to make triple as much free money. It's a direct correlation. The more apps you're on, the more profitable you are going to be betting, because you can take advantage of the lines, you can get the free money, and you can take more of these free picks. Sleeper, PrizePicks, and Underdog, all no-brainers to get on with code BROS, BROS. Pick number 2, another pick with some value. I'm going to go into the same game, but we're going to go and look at Pascal Siakam. We can see his PRA line on Underdog is 35.5. Go over to PrizePicks and find Pascal Siakam. You can see it's actually 36.5. I'm going to take that under. Pascal in his last 5 games has hit this in 2 of his last 5. The time he did hit went 38, but recently 25, 36, 26. The reason this is a big deal, because look, guys, just two games ago he landed right on 36. So on PrizePicks, he's 2-3 to this under, but on Underdog he's actually 3-2 because that one game he landed right on 36. And if you take that under and he lands right on 36 PRAs, you're going to lose that bet. The reason I like this, I know, is Pascal Siakam versus old team, but against his old team he's really not looking to score too much. If we go to Pascal Siakam versus Raptors, we can see when he's left the Raptors and versus them, he really hasn't looked to score that much. 28 PRAs way under this line, 30 PRAs way under this line. This is playing 36 and 32 minutes. There is foul chance, there's blowout chance, there's just a lot of chances you can go under on a PRA. Here he did hit at 40, under, hit, and then under as well here. So he actually has been under in under in 4 of his 6 games, over in 2 of 6. So I think the values on the under, we're in the whole PRA difference. I think some people are going to be on this just when he's versing his old team, but he's still versed the Raptors 6 times since he left. It's not like a huge deal when he goes and plays them. It's kind of a normal occurrence, and he really doesn't go out there and score too much. I think with how high this PRA line, the value is on the under. Before pick number 3, a pick I absolutely do love. As you know, the VIP yesterday, Steph Curry crushed his points. Victor Wembanyama hit his rebounds. Russell Westbrook couldn't get the under. He got like 14 rebounds and 13 assists or something crazy. 14 assists. It was just crazy, but he went barely over this. His points was way under, and then Cade didn't end up playing. So that's a 2-in-1 day. The VIP is always super profitable. We send you out our favorite bets, plus we give you a massive word write-up on these picks. This is what the free plan looks like. For free, I'll give you one of those 4 bets. You will find it second link in the description. It's called the Winible. Here's the first one for free. Everyone should be joining this. It's a no-brainer. Get one of those extra best bets every single day with a massive word write-up. Normally, our favorite picks are sent out to the VIP because of how profitable they are, and then the week or the month pass. We sell for super cheap. We want as many people on here as possible because it's a whole group of guys all cashed out together, all playing the same picks. Super fun and super profitable. It'll pay for itself in 1 or 2 days. Then the rest of the week or the rest of the month will be straight profit. Highly recommend checking out the VIP. Like I said, second link in the description. Pick number 3, we're going to go over here and find a pick with some more value as well. So go over to Jaren Jackson. You can see his line is up to 18.5 on PrizePicks. You do have a popular play, so a lot of people are playing this line. Go over to Underdog Fantasy and search up Jaren Jackson. What will you see? 17.5. You're getting a full point discount. I do like those full point discounts. So Jaren, in his last 5 games, 18, 19, 17, 17, 9. So he's only been over in 2 of his last 5. But like I said, another thing, guys, but if you go over to PrizePicks, look at this. It's going to look like one of his last 5 because he landed on 18 here, and that's very important if you're playing it on Underdog. But has a matchup against the Cavaliers, which is a solid matchup because if you go over to power forwards, Cavs give up the most points in the whole NBA against power forwards. Jaren still has shown some upside. His minutes isn't super high, but I do expect it to be right around that 30-minute mark. Even here, 23 minutes, I think there was a blowout in this game. And look at him against the Cavaliers. So obviously under, over. So since 2022, 2021 is kind of a while ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in his last 5 games has been over in 2 of those 5 games. And those 5 games are still he's still hitting this over, not playing 30 minutes. And there's a chance he goes out there and does get to that 30-minute mark. If we go to Jaren Jackson on the season, junior game log, we will see Jaren Jackson recently did obviously only play his 23 minutes because it was a massive loss. A blowout's going to lose minutes. I don't expect a blowout against the Cavaliers. Here, 30, 29, 29, 29, 30, 32. So he plays around 30 minutes every single game, except for if it's a massive blowout, averaging 17.2 points per game, right around this line, but gets the best possible matchup in the whole NBA against power forwards. Cavs give up the most points, and he has some solid success against them. Hit this in 3 of his last 5 games against them. And then if we look at Jaren, just in general, the minutes, I really don't expect a blowout in this game. And there's a reason PrizePicks has gone and already raised this up to 18.5 points. Love this pick. Love the value on it. Love the Pascal Siakam value. Love the RJ Barrett value. Crazy value on RJ Barrett. What I always say in these videos is, guys, I'm going to find the value. I'm going to show you where the lines are better on PrizePicks, where the lines are better on Underdog Fantasy. So make sure you guys go down there and subscribe so you don't miss these videos, because there's not a lot of people like me hopping on both these apps and showing you where the value is. If you're going to take one thing away from this video, if I literally want you to do one thing, it's download Sleeper, use code BROS, and claim your $20 free, no deposit needed. I'm literally telling you this is how you be more profitable sports betting. Get on these apps, especially these apps that don't make you deposit. Sleeper is literally handing out $20 bills. Go and snatch it. Code BROS, either first link in the description or from the App Store. Thank you boys for watching. I'm feeling a 3-0 day. Let's cash out on Saturday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.